Dear Erik, I would like to pose you a question which is in a way both theoretical but also very personal or idiosyncratic. Since there's a topic in your writings and your essays and also in your filmmaking that you are, it's not just about the film as a medium and its other, the possibility or the potentiality of another film or virtual film, any way we define it. But that this question is also a question of another history of cinema or potential history of cinema. So I will pose you rather, again, a tricky, both personal and theoretical question in a way asking if you, let's say, should go on a desert island, what would be the three products or oeuvre or films you would recommend or you would yourself take on a desert island? Let's say 3 films, not 5, not 1, let's say 3 films that you would take with you on a desert island. Of course, also taking into account that you would have the medium to project them and a screen and so on. But let's say three films.
I wrote an essay about one film, The Color of Pomegranates by Petar, and I love this film, and it was, writing this essay was for me a fabulous, a wonderful experience to take time to watch it again, the film. I could memorize the film itself, and it was a good experience. But I think that if I'm going to an island, I can memorize the film. I think it's not necessary to get a copy of the film. So maybe it would be nice to get 3 films, I don't know, no? To have a new experience. But it's not, it's tricky, no? It's not a good response. Recently, I've watched a film by Kluge. I don't know if I have a title in English in my mind. Artists and Circus. Do you know the
Artisten und der Zirkuskoppel?
Yeah. And I watch this film many times. I'm very fascinated by the. So it means that it's a film. It's not real. It's a fiction, but with a kind of deconstruction, a narrative deconstruction, and it's also very interesting as a theoretical level because it's a meditation about film, but not only film within a chain of entertainment as a circus, for example. So in this moment, I would like to get this film, Kluge, first one. One other film is a film by Bergman, Persona, because it's a film shot in an island, yes. And maybe it's not a good idea to have this very sad story between the two women, and I'm sure it would work. And but Bergman would be a good choice because it's very subtle. Vertov.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So it's and now comes something. My second question related, and this was, let's say, I was pushed by you just these days to read Hollis Frampton. You just did it this night. Yeah. His article on the meta history of cinema.
So you read this night?
Yes, I read it. It interests me so that there's the very end of this article by Hollis Frampton from 1971. He says that cinema finally has found its muse, and that the muse of cinema, unlike any other muses and other arts, is insomnia. So what I find so attractive about it is that insomnia is neither sleep nor alert state or wake or lucid. So, but in a way, in between. What would you, let's say, maybe your speculation or reflection about insomnia as a kind of a psychic state or physical state or organic state or maybe even anorganic state to deal with cinema.
Yeah. I think it's also in my essay about performative film, it's also, I think, this idea of do I like film? I mean, why I'm so interested by performative ways and by a living film as Occupy movement, or and because I think this research was based on the fact to be alive. So, and because I did a lot of film, but I got the feeling of a kind of repetition. So I wanted to break and to test new path to make a film. It was the way of lectures. I gave a lot lectures, but lectures as a film, describing a film or a project. It means that there is something difficult in the position of the film itself, because I think that the conditions of screening have changed a lot. And I remember this quotation by the artist Man Ray, who was saying, it's very salvage to close people during 2 or 3 hours to watch a film. And so there is something in between, no? In between to be alive or to sleep. And because insomnia is something unpleasant, no? You are in this trouble, and I think that I was interested to find a solution to this situation. With Frampton, it's always difficult to interpret his text, because it's very humorous, with many references, with many quotations, and he likes to use an elliptic style, or it's very close to Borges or to many writers. But so I don't know exactly the sense of this sentence, but I think we have a struggle with insomnia in a film.
Thank you.